Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Sorry. Good evening. Hello. Are we on? We are. Katie, first comments day. Hello, my lovely. Hi, Nicola and Sherry. Hi, Shelley, Sophie, Linda, Sarah. Hi, Karen and Sue. How are we all? Are we okay? I'm slightly late this evening. I do apologise. I literally was about to go live and I broke a nail. Now, normally that's not an issue if I break a nail. I'm not that precious over my nails. However, it left a pointy bit because they were getting quite nice and long. So I had to go and find some nail clippers because otherwise I felt like I would have pierced through my gloves. So that's why I'm slightly late. I had to sort of run off to find the clipper just to clip the rest of it off quickly. So yeah, I apologise that we're a couple of minutes late. Don't know how I did it. I hate it when you break one randomly. At least I was in the house though, because when you're out and about, that's worse. How are we all? Exactly, Sophie. And it's annoying because now the rest of them are now I've got a short one. But never mind. Like I said, I'm not that precious. It's just, yeah. Sue, bless you. Oh, bless you, my lovely. Thank you again for the stars. It's very, very kind of you. Okay. Throw in the board then. Sorry, guys. Waking us all up. Right, let me just add this person on the order list and then we can get going with what's happening today. I haven't got my oyster bags. Oh, okay, right. I'm going to have to pop you on the donated screen. Oh, Natalie, you're going to be. It will be brilliant. I was induced with my daughter, and it'll all be worth it when little one arrives. So I'm going to pop you on the donated screen, guys, just because I need to quickly grab my oyster bags. Luckily, they're over here. Okay. Surprise, mystery, normal, new, expand. Okay. Sorry about that. So today we still have the spring pick available. I think that's going to be finishing this week at the end of the week. So if you would like to grab a spring pick before it finishes, you've got tonight and Friday. Possibly Sunday, I'll just double check. Oh no. It started with such gumph. Oh, I bet, Sherry. We are live tomorrow night as well for our monthly charm deal for May. So I'm going to reveal tomorrow last month's monthly charm deal, which I love. And has anybody looked at it in the dark yet? That charm from last month. Very excited about that one. So yeah, we're live tomorrow for May's monthly charm deal. If you don't know what I'm on about, go onto our website and go to the monthly charm deal section, have a little read. And yeah, we're live tomorrow with only those. Other than that, the new stock will also be going live for everybody on Thursday morning. So supporters, you've got sort of first dibs until Thursday when it's live for everybody. So obviously you could, if you wanted to purchase it, you could purchase it on Thursday as well. But yeah, it'll be live to everybody from then. Linda, have you? Yeah, it's yeah. I can't wait to show it off. I kind of want to show it now, but I'm not. I'm going to hold it off till tomorrow, like I normally do. But yeah, have a look at it at night time. I think that's everything. Spring pick, tomorrow's live. So to this week we're live today, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. I think that's everything. Shall we dive straight in? I have popped an order list on the page. Let me just update it with this person. There we go. So order list is fully updated on the page. We've currently got 6 people on the order list. So if anybody would like to order for today, it will definitely be on for today as well. So if we dive straight in, up first is Sherry Hicks. Sherry, are you here? I'm currently, oh, Sherry, hello, my lovely. Now, Sherry, just because it's a different name on Facebook as to the order form, I'll need to know what the second part of the email address is. So I don't need to know the whole email address. It will just be from the @ onwards. So I know this is just from the @ onwards. So everything before that, I don't need to know. Just from that section onwards, just because so I can confirm it's you. And like I say, I do it with everybody when they've got a different name on the order form to Facebook, just as a confirmation. If you, of course, would prefer to confirm it a different way, let me know and I'll ask a different question, which obviously won't give any personal info out, but something you could know, if that makes sense. Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to everybody joining. My stapler is always in that. I always look across for the butterflies and the stapler is always just like, meh. Sorry, it's a peeve of mine. You'll notice throughout the live, it just works its way back, no matter how many times I put it away. So, Sherry, let me just keep refreshing the comments so I can see you. Is that what you needed? Oh, if you comment on it, my lovely, it hasn't come through. Comment on the comment you posted. It will just bring it forward for me. Sometimes if you included the @ as well, or .com or .co.uk or anything like that, it doesn't hide it, but it just thinks it is a link. So if you comment on it, it will bring it forward for me. I'm still refreshing as well, just in case it helps bring it through. Good evening, Joanne. Hello, my lovely. I hope you're well. Can anybody else see Sherry's comment for me? Sherry, okay, yep, that'll be fine. We can do that. That's not a problem. Okay, so thank you for confirming there. You have one oyster opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? No, that's perfect. Oh, you've given me what I needed. That's brilliant, my lovely. So I just need to know now, keep the shells and darker ones. That's perfect. Sorry, I think I'm a little bit ahead of the comments, Sherry. So I will sort of take a step back and let them sort of come through, so I'm not asking you the same thing lots of times. But you have said darker oysters, which is the Nunu rainbow bag. You'd like to keep your shells. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for at all? So let me get this open. That's the chair. The chair's very creaky today. So let's go down. Your Nunu rainbow oyster. Now he doesn't look like he's got any cracks on him. So he should stay intact as much. I'll try and keep him I'll try and keep him as intact as much as I can. Hoping for the darkest of dark pearls. Okay. Oh, now here it looks like you've got a larger sized chocolate. You're intrigued by the comment. Oh, Linda. Well, let's ask. Anybody who had the April monthly charm deal, what do you think to it? Without giving too much away until tomorrow, what do you think to it? Was Linda right? Ooh, should I be asking that actually? Just in case everybody doesn't like it. Now, Sherry, let's clean this up. Now, you've got a larger chocolate pearl here. If you're happy with this one, that's perfect. If you're not happy with this colour, I can swap him for you. Now, you did say you'd like to have sort of the darkest of the dark colours. I do have blacks. I'd say they're the sort of darkest colours. But we've got like dark greens, dark purples. If you just wanted like a hint of colour, or like a black cherry, which is very dark, but again with just a hint of colour. But it's completely up to you. Or of course, if you're happy with this one, that's perfect as well. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. He is ever so slightly mottled in colour, which is quite interesting. So you can see it's sort of darker and lighter, almost silvery in places. Keep it. You love the colour. Perfect. Let me bring you back up then. That one is yours. And let's clean up, wrap up your shells as well. Okay, perfect. So, Sherry, I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. That's safe on there and up there for you with your shells as well. Perfect. Cindy, you think the charm is beautiful and different. It is different because of the nighttime effect. It is a little bit different. Oh, bless you, Sherry. Well, I'm glad you're happy, my lovely. Up next then this evening is Julie McLaughlin. Julie, are you here? Julie, hello, my lovely. So, you have got a spring pick. If we go down for your spring pick and let's start mixing these up. Okay, so last sort of shuffle to shuffle to see what's going to be on top. And you have got a, I didn't ask you what you was hoping for, I'm sorry. You do have a medium butterfly. So medium butterfly is a pendant. So I hope you're happy with that. If I bring you across this one here, oh, let's turn that around. There we go. This one here is medium pendant. So I'll need to know if you'd like to have butterfly 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Oh, Lillian, I'm glad you like it. How about in the at night time in the dark? Is it okay? Julie, can you have number 3? Of course you can. So butterfly, oh, there we go, number 3. You're looking for a green sticker, so there'll be either a purple or a green. If there's a purple, there's nothing extra. If there's a green, you get a bonus prize. And you do have the green sticker. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So that means, Julie, you can either choose to have a £10 off code for the website. So if you'd like to order in the future, you'll have a £10 off to you, £10 code to use. Or you can have a extra oyster opening and have that tonight added onto your order. What do you think? Medium number 3. Can you have the code? Of course you can. Let me just write that down. So £10 off code. That will get emailed across for you tomorrow. Oh, to the email address that's on the order form. Now, medium butterfly number 3 is one of our new pendants, which is only available to supporters at the moment. This pendant comes with 3 oyster openings. Okay, so the name has just literally left my brain. Oh, maybe I should have put a note in to everybody to explain. Just to me, I would automatically think that, I suppose, because I know though. Okay, I apologise. I will make a note in the description of it when I update it tomorrow to explain it for everybody. Now, Julie, your pendant here, again, I do apologise, the name's eluding me, but it is in the coming soon section on the website. It will be live for everybody from Thursday onwards, and you can have 3 pearls on this pendant. So it comes with 3 oyster openings, and we would need to have the pearls on the jewellery. And then I'm going to need to know an order from you, so you have a pearl at the top, in the middle, and at the bottom as well. Okay, so I hope you're happy with that one. It does all sort of move as well. Obviously, once the pearls are on it, it won't be able to fold in half, but at the moment, it can sort of just all crunch up, if that makes sense. So it's a little dangly one as well, so it might sort of move around once you've got the pearls on as well. Okay, so 3 oyster openings of that, which is 3 surprise oysters. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours that you'll be hoping for? Oh, 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, I will try to do that, Suzanne. If somebody reminds me at the end of the live to take a photo of it, I can photo it sort of once I finish the live. It'll be, I can turn all the lights off. It'll be dark in here. I'll try and get a photo of it. I don't know if it'll be strong enough. It should be. But yeah, I'll try to do it. So if somebody can remind me before we end the live, then when I share the photos tomorrow, I can do the night and day. Right, let's go down Julie. So oyster number 1. Now this one does have a crack in him, so this shell may fall apart as we open him up. Donate your shells and you're not sure on the colours. Okay, so there's no pearls there, but I am just going to move that out the way to make a little bit of room on the kitchen towel. There's one side and the other side. Okay, so there's no pearls on that side there. And in here, you have got a blurple, and there's no more in that one. So First Oyster has given you a larger blurple shade. Now, blurple is a mix between blue and purple. So in some lights you're going to see more blue tones, in some lights you're going to see more purple. Now he does have, let me see, he does have a little imperfection there. So pearls are natural products. Obviously they're dyed pearls, so that's not a natural colour, but they are natural products. So sometimes they do have imperfections. Obviously, if you're not happy with that imperfection, I can swap this for you. Normally, if the pearl's going on the jewellery, I can try to hide the imperfection, sort of drill nearby or onto it, and that way it's not seen at all. But yeah, we can let me know at the end, Julie, on what you'd like to do. Oyster number 2. There's the other side. And in here, you are twinning with darker pearls there, and there's no more in that one. So you're twinning with dark chocolate twins. Moving on to your last oyster, Julie. There's one side and the other side. It does, Sherry, yes. And in here you are twinning with icy blue pearls. Now the blues, they do look like they're slightly different to each other. So we will go sort of explain each pearl as I hold it up. So it does look like you've got one which is slightly larger, one which is slightly smaller. And the slightly larger of the two does look like he is brighter as well. So this one's the smaller one with slightly darker spots, as you can see there. The dark black bit is just the sand, but the dark blue is the spots. And then the brighter of the two is visually larger again, like I said. Apologies if you can hear my dog barking. I'm not sure why he's barking. We don't normally let them bark at this time of night. Okay, what do you think to these, my lovely? You've got a blurple, twinning chocolates, and twinning icy blues, one smaller, one larger. Now, if you're happy with these colours, that's perfect, and I'll just need to know which one you'd like on the top, the middle, and the bottom. If you're not happy with the colours, we can swap them for you. If I run them through the board, your blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Chocolate number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Chocolate number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8 as well, so they're measuring the same size there. The lighter icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. And the icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. It's cute, Jess. They're toy poodles. Can you have blurple and icy blues and pendant? I choose the order. Chocolates are okay to keep. I mean, that's in size order there. And it's sort of lightest going down to darkest. I'm going to go put the dogs in a moment so they will stop. Or would you prefer to have... I kind of like this. I kind of like the blurple in the middle here. But it's completely up to you. So the chocolates are yours. I just moved them out the way so you can see here. So we've got the top, the middle, and the bottom. Blurple in the middle. Perfect. And then the darker icy blue. Okay, let me bring you up here. Julie. Those dogs. Julie, I hope you're happy with that. Who's being naughty? So Kovu started it, and now Rafiki, that like is Rafiki. That arf is Kovu. Dear me. Right, Julie, I hope you're happy with that. That's safe up there for you. And thank you for the donations with your shells. Right, they've just set the neighbour's dog off now because that's barking. So I'm going to have to go, I don't know, maybe Aaron's upstairs with the kids. I'm just going to go put them in the house because setting the neighbour's dog off isn't great. 1 second. You'll still actually be able to hear me because my microphone reaches. Hey, what are you doing? Come on. In. Go on. In. Come. Come. Good boys. Stay. Good boy. Okay, I'm back. I can still kind of hear them because they're wound themselves up now in the house, but at least it's quieter. Okay. Sorry about that. Up next today is Tracy Downing. Tracy, are you here? No, I'm afraid, Emma, emails are the only way. I do apologise. Tracy, hello. So Tracy, you've got a stick pick sparkle dip. So if we do that first, and then we'll do your 2 oyster openings afterwards, if that's okay. So let's go down. So with your stick pick or sparkle dip, we need to dive in and pull an envelope out. You've got this one here. Okay, so in here, you have, oh, okay, so it is a clear crystal pendant. No, sorry, it's not a pendant. Clear crystal charm overall. And it is not on the website at the moment. It is our triangle clear crystal charm. So it's quite a thick, there you go. So you can see if I put my glove behind it, quite a thick edge to the triangle. He's got a point on either side. That means he's not going to sit straight. So if I pop my glove behind, just so you can see the shape of this triangle. So clear crystal triangle charm. So I hope you're happy with the charm itself. Very sparkly, catches the light because of all the different angles on him. He does catch the light beautifully. Now this one does have a pastel yellow on him. So I've just popped the pearl down next to the charm so you can see how that's going to sit. Now your choice here, Tracy, is going to be Would you like to, oh, let me get it focused again. Would you like to stick with this colour pearl, or would you like to pick and change the pearl? So if you change the pearl, we dive for a bag of pearls, which will have 4 pearls in, and then you have to pick one of the 4 pearls to go onto the jewellery. If, of course, you're happy with this one, you can stick with this one and then nothing is changed. Love the charm, but can you change the pearl? Of course you can. So if I just bring you back up to dive in here. So there's lots of bags with pearls inside, so I'm just not going to look. Just give them a mix. And then if I dive in, and you have this one here. So with these 4 colours, you have to choose one to go onto that charm. So they already do have pins on, so I'm going to face them down just so you can actually see the full colour. You've got an autumn peach, a watermelon, a sunshine yellow, or a blurple. Very close to being sort of more smurfy blue, but he does have that purpley tone in him, so I would say he is a blurple. So autumn peach, watermelon, sunshine yellow, and a blurple. And there's the crystal charm there. With it being a clear crystal, any colour is going to go with it, so it is literally just what your preference of colour is. So I hope you're happy with one of these. Can you have the blurple? Of course you can. So let me just bring you back up here. And then perfect. So if I just write down that we're switching the yellow to the blurple. You also have 2 oyster openings as well. What 2 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? So swap yellow to blurple. Okie dokie. And then of course, yeah, I've already got the fitting down there that you've chosen. How many people are on the order list? So there's 3 people on the order list before I printed out these ones, and I didn't see how many there was, so let me just have a look. Oh, 3. So there's currently 6 people on the order list, so there's not too long of a wait. Nunu and donate the shells, Tracy. Okay. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for at all? So, Nunu Rainbow Oyster, 1 and 2. Donate the shells. Are there certain colours you're hoping for? 1, 2, and 3. So, if we go down again. Oyster number 1, Tracy. There's one side, and the other side. Okay, so in here, running away down the front there, is a very dark pearl. There's no more in that one. Okay, so he is a black. So a black pearl to start with. Look at him, as black can be there. Beautiful. And then moving on to oyster number 2. Now this shell may fall apart because again it does have a crack in him. There's one side and the other side. Oh, okay, so let's move that cracked bit out the way. Now this one, twins on the, oh, running away, twins on the top half of the shell there. So I've just rolled those out, but then let me just have a squidge in here as well. And there's no more in that one. Okay, now you're twinning with chocolate twins. I don't think I said it, so twinning. You've got a black and twinning chocolates. Now, Tracy, I'll need to know which colour you'd like where. And of course, if you're not happy with these colours, I can swap them for you. So that's going to be completely up to you. If I run these ones through the board for you, your black is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. Chocolate number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And chocolate number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. Oh, he's not a 7.5, he's an 8 as well. So they're actually measuring the same size there. What do you think though, Tracy? Swap the twins for a dove grey and a Cadbury purple, of course. And which colours would you like where? And just have a look, see if would you be happy with those ones there? It's nice, isn't it? Like, I was just thinking that. The black, the purple, the grey or the silver, it does blend quite nicely. If you're happy with those colours there, can you have grey on the bracelet, purple in the cage pendant, lobster fitting on the black? Okay, let me write this down for you. So grey on the bracelet, purple in the cage, and you'd like to be invoiced for lobster fitting on the black. Perfect, I've got that down for you. Which means the invoice for the lobster fitting, that will get sent across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Just popping these on here for you. Thank you very much, Tracy, for the donations with your shells, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I've just popped that safely up there for you. You're very, very welcome. It would, Sue, 100%. Right, I'm just topping up the order list here. I'll pop it in the comments as well as on the page. So if you've ordered, you'll be able to see where you are. And if you would like to order, there is still space available for today. So I'll pop it on the page first. Up next is Rachel Jones. Rachel, are you here? and then I'll pop it in the comments from where we are now. So Rachel will be at the front, at the top of the list. Oh, bless you, Tracy. You're very, very welcome, and I'm glad you was happy with that. Okay, and Rachel Jones, you're here as well. Hello, hello, hello. Now let me just have a little look. Okay, so you've got 2 spring picks. I topped it up. And then you've got 2 oyster openings. So what we'll do is we'll do your spring picks first, and then we'll do the oyster openings all together at the end, if that's okay. So if we go down for your flower shuffle with spring pick number 1. Emma, I don't know off the top of my head, what's your order number? Okay, one more big shuffle. And you also have a medium pendant from your first one, Rachel. Medium pendant, medium butterfly, which is a pendant. Okay, so again, if I bring the medium butterflies forward, which butterfly would you like? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Number 3. Okay, so again, we're looking for that green sticker, Rachel. Oh no, you have the purple sticker there. So I'm afraid we don't have the bonus with this one. But let's bring you straight across and have a look at prize number 3. So medium bag number 3. Again, I just topped them up as we go, so bear with me just a moment. Okay, so in your bag is the, I want to say it's the change pendant, but I don't think it is. I think it's the other one. So this one here, you can choose whether you have the pearl on or off the jewellery, and that's because it does have another function, this one. So so as you can see, it can move around. Now, with this one, if you choose to, your pearl would dangle from the bottom. It is the circular disc, and then you've got hearts which are inside that border. Now, if you choose not to have your pearl on here, you actually then leave this gap for lobster fittings. So you can then hang pearls on lobster fittings, or even charms which are on the lobster fittings, and then you can actually change them around on this pendant. Or you can choose to have the pearl on it, and then the pearl would be constantly dangling from the bottom here. But this pendant does have the option then to be sort of changeable if you wanted it to be. So I hope you're happy with that one, Rachel. So it does come with 1 oyster opening. That's the first one. We move straight into spring pick number 2. Is there a certain butterfly that you're hoping for, or a certain category? Okay, so Don't fall. And you have medium again. Okay, so medium again is again the pendant. So if I bring you forward the medium one, which number butterfly would you like this time? Emma, let me have a quick look. Emma, I can't see if you're still waiting on the colour or not, but I can see that it hasn't been sent out yet and it is still here. Okay, that's the best I can do whilst on the live, I'm afraid, but it hasn't been sent out, it is still here. Okay, I hope that helps. Rachel, can you have number 5? Okay, so again we're looking for the green sticker here, so good luck. Oh no, it's the purple one. So again, there isn't a bonus with this one, my lovely. Let's bring you straight across again to have a look at medium number 5. Oh, this one. I don't know if you can see a little sneaky peek down there. Now, this is the pendant that I did say was going to be going on the website, but I decided that it wasn't going to be going on the website. It's long story short, I can't source them anymore. And I only have a few left. So they're not going on the website anymore, which makes them slightly rarer from me as well. Now this one does come with 1 oyster opening. However, you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. It's stunning. So you do have this crystal gem in this. Oh, in fact, don't put my gloves behind it, it makes it darker. See, blue crystal gem in the center there. You then have this crystal stone, which is has the ombre effect getting darker as you go towards the outside of the stone. The silver then is then molded to the actual shape of the stone itself. Now, if you choose to have your pearl on this one, it would sit at the top and can move around. Or you don't have to have your pearl on here if you don't want to. And you keep the pendant as it is, but you still obviously get the oyster opening. Look at him sparkle. Ooh. Oh, stunning. Okay, so I hope you're happy with that one as well. Okay. Oh, where's the medium butterflies? So that means you've got 2 surprise oysters with those. You've got 2 other oysters as well. Do you know what other 2 oysters you would like? And then, of course, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? One and 2 surprise oysters. Oh, Linda. Oh no, bless you. I remember actually, you said that when you saw it before. I don't know how many, I think I've only got maybe 1, maybe 2 left of those blue ones. Okay, so 2 mystery oysters, 2 surprise oysters. Donate the shells. Are there certain colours you're hoping for? So let's go down. Surprise oyster number 1. Oh, again, that's just a piece of shell there. I'm just going to move it out the way because it took a huge section of the top half off there. It had a crack in it, so it all just sort of came away. There's one side. and the other side. And first oyster, there's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. So the first one out is a blurple. Looking for an icy blue for the note, not sure on the others. Okay, so we'll go from there and see what comes out. So your blurple actually is two-tonal. Lighter and darker areas around the pearl there. Stunning blurple. A lot of purple in this blurple, but again it does have slight blue hints as you go around the pearl. Surprise oyster number 2. Again, he does have this crack along here, so the shell may completely fall apart as we open him. It just makes it so much more difficult. There's one side. And the other side. And in here you have got a snow white. So a blurple and a snow white. Moving on to your mystery oysters. Mystery oyster number 1. Softer pop there. And in here, there is a little bit of a pearl blister on that side, but we can see that there's no pearls there at all. And you have got a gold. There's no more in that one. So you've got a pastel gold from your first mystery oyster. And then moving on to your last one, which is the mystery oyster again. Softer pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see, Rachel, you have got 1, 2, 3, and 4. You are quadding with your last oyster there. Okay, so let me dry these up as well. You have got 1, 2, 3 chocolates and a second gold. And all of the colours here, they do actually go beautifully together. Look at those. So blurple, snow white and gold, and then 3 chocolates and a gold. Now, Rachel, if you're happy with these colours, that's perfect. I'll just need to know which ones you'd like. Oh, nearly dropped it. Which one you'd like where. If you're not happy with the colours, we can, of course, swap them for you. Your blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Snow White is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Chocolate number 1. Not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Chocolate number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Chocolate number 3 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5 as well. What do you think? So if you're happy with the colours, I'll just need to know which ones you'd like where. If you're not happy, we can swap them for you. Okay, so do you mind which chocolates are swapped, or don't you have a preference? So a red for the first item and the icy blue for the second item. That is a slightly smaller icy blue, but it's just because it was slightly brighter there. If you prefer a larger size one, let me know and I can find that. Any two chocolates, I'll just grab the two there. What do you think to that red and blue there? And just confirm for me, Rachel, are you happy with the rest of the pearls as well? The blue's great, perfect. So I'm just going to bring you up so I can start writing this down. But of course, if you're not happy with them, we can... I'm just guessing as well, is it no pearls? What pearls would you like on the jewellery? So let's go back down. You've got the pendant with the hearts as in the border, and then you've got the blue stone pendant. So would you like pearls on those? If so, which ones? Oh, I'm with you. So red on this one. Sorry, I thought you meant red in the cage. Ever so sorry. Gold in the cage, red on this one. Let me just change this. So I'm going to call it the heart circle. We're going to have red. And the blue stone, no pearl. Okay, let me just go through all of this again. So in the cage, you've got the gold. On the note, you've got the icy blue. On the round one with the hearts in the border, you've got the red. And then on the blue crystal stone, you've got none, no pearl on there. And then you've got your loose pearls there. Can you just confirm, is that all correct? Where do I get the pots with the swap pearls in? They are actually bead storage pots, if you like, because beads can be similar. I mean, you can get tiny beads, but they're very similar sizes. So yeah, these ones, it's a bead storage. It's just twist off lid. Yes, Jessie, that's correct, Rachel. Perfect. So thank you for the donations with your shells, my lovely then. That's safe up there for you, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. You're very, very welcome. Okay, up next today is Star Corley. Star, are you here? What's that?
Caramel.
Oh.
Coffee.
Oh.
Ice cream. Couldn't make ice cream, but could make that.
How bizarre. Thank you. Can you not let the dogs bark? I had to go put them in, so can you keep them in, because there's another dog barking somewhere. Thank you. Sorry, I can hear somewhere else another dog now, so it's... Currently looking for Star Corley. Star, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else can see Star, please comment on her comment, because that will bring it forward so I can see as well. Let me keep refreshing these comments just so I don't miss. Oh, bless you, Linda. It is a lovely pendant. Have I topped that up? I have. Okay, last call for Star. If not, we'll move on. And then if she comes on again, we can add her in again, but it would be to the end of the order list. Okay, so let's move on. Up next then is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? Kristen, hello, my lovely. Cindy Brown, are you here? Not a problem, Debbie. I'll add you onto the order list, my lovely. Cindy, hello. And I saw you today, Cindy. Perfect. I was literally just about to say, can everybody comment on Cindy's comments? Because sometimes they don't come through. Cindy, you've got 2 spring picks. So let's go down for spring pick. Oh, I left a flower behind. There we go. Spring pick number 1. So we'll find out both your items of jewellery, and then we'll do all of the oyster openings all together. Is there a certain butterfly or category that you're hoping for, Cindy? Your first one is a small butterfly. So a small butterfly is earrings. Okay, so if we go straight across to the small butterflies, that's this one here. Would you like, let's move that around. There we go. Would you like butterfly number, there we go, sorry, but 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5? What do you think? Butterfly number 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5? Again, if anybody does see Cindy's comments. Oh, no, perfect. Number 4. Okay, so we're looking for the green sticker here, Cindy. Good luck, my lovely. And you've got the green sticker. Boop, 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 boop. So what that means is you get to choose whether you'd like to have a £10 off code for the website, which means if you'd like to order in the future, you'll have that £10 off to use. Or you can choose to have an extra oyster opening and you can have that added on tonight to your opening. What do you think you would like? The £10 off code or the extra oyster opening tonight? I'm just going to bring you across and it was small butterfly number 4. So that's that one there. So I've just popped that there just so you guys can see that I don't change anything or anything like that. Can you have the code? Of course you can. Let me just write that down. So £10 off code, that will get emailed across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. Inside small butterfly bag number 4, I can already see down here that they are hook earrings. Again, just topping up as we go. So your first one is the bold bow drop earrings, Cindy. So as I said a moment ago, they are indeed hook back earrings. They come with 2 oyster openings and they have bows on them. Your pearls would hang, let me get it focused for you. Your pearls would hang actually from the bottom. So if you can see there, there is that small circle at the back. That's where your pearls will be attached to. So they'll come and you'll just see them dangling at the bottom. So as you're moving around, they'll have a little wiggle as you potter around. So I hope you're happy with those. They're the bold bow drop earrings, and that's 2 oyster openings. If we move straight into your second spring pick, and then we'll do the oysters at the end. So again, let's just mix these up for you. Oh, bless you, Cindy. Okay, so fingers crossed for something that you may not have already. So last one, let's spread them all out. And you have got a large butterfly. Oh, sorry, that snuck up on me. Hang on. I think I swallowed some saliva. Oh. I'm so sorry. Large butterfly. Boop, boop, boop. Which means it is the bracelet. Now with the large butterfly, you've got 3 butterflies to choose from. So that's large butterfly there. Would you like butterfly number 1, 2 or 3? Can you have number 3? I went to go for the middle one then. So number 3. So again, looking for that green sticker. And Cindy, you have got the green sticker. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so that means you get to have the same choice again. Would you like to have a £10 off code for the website? Or would you like to have an extra oyster opening added on tonight? So I'm just going to bring you back across again. So that was large butterfly number 3. So would you like to have an extra oyster opening tonight, or a £10 off code for the website? Whoop, whoop, whoop. That has come through, Debbie, so I'm printing that off there. I'll be adding you on to the order list, my lovely. Okay. So far, Cindy, you've definitely got 2 oyster openings with your bow earrings. So if I write this down, that we've got the bow earrings, and then you've got a bracelet. So the decision at the moment, Cindy, is would you like another £10 off code because you found the green sticker again? Would you like a second £10 off code for the website? Or would you like to have a extra oyster opening added on to your order? Order. Sorry, I mixed up oyster and order. Oh, another code. Okay, so again, that will get sent across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. So your large butterfly number 3 is a bracelet, of course. So if we have a closer look at your bracelet, as I always, just topping those back up there. Now this one, I want to say that this one's the twisty, it's called the one which starts with twisty on the website. I think it's Twisty Link bracelet because of the twisted link. So this, imagine this section here as one big oval. What's then done is it's twisted in the middle to make 2 smaller links either end. You then have this twisted effect in the center. Holding the twisty links together is a textured link. Now every link, so every hole, for say if you can see, can fit a pearl or a charm on. So if you've got charms or pearls on lobster fittings, they can go on here. Or of course, tonight with your oyster opening, I can pop your pearl on here as well. Now you don't have to have your pearls on here if you don't want to, but that option is there. So like I say, this one is called the Twisty Link bracelet. I hope you're happy with that one, Cindy. And actually, with the bow earrings, it kind of makes a set because they could also be seen as a bow. Okay, so if I bring you back up again, 2 oysters with the earrings, 1 oyster with the bracelet. Cindy, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And 1, 2, oh, that was lucky. 1, 2, and 3. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? 1, 2, 3. So let's go down. Oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. And in your first oyster, you are twinning with beautifully bright, larger sunshine yellow twins there. There's no more in that one. So let me dry these up for you. Oh, bless you, Cindy. So twinning sunshine yellows. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side. And the other side. And in here we've got a, let me move it in camera, sorry. We've got, oh, now he's popped out, a blue right at the bottom there. If I have a squidge in there, there's no more in that one. So he is a dark TARDIS blue. And he does have hints of purple to him. Okay, so he's a base TARDIS blue, but if you go around, can you see this almost purpley overtone to him? Like a purple shine over the top. So I wouldn't say that that's a blurple, because I can definitely see it's a base TARDIS blue, but he does have that purpley overtone to him. Moving on to your last oyster, Cindy. So again, this is a surprise oyster. There's one side. And the other side. And in here, there's no pearls there. I can see straight away that you've got a black cherry. And there's no more in that one. Okay, what do you think to these? Twinning sunshine yellows, a TARDIS blue with that purple overtone, and then a black cherry as well. So again, we're going to need to know what 2 colours for the jewellery. And then for the earrings, if you'd like to have a pearl or not on the bracelet, what colour there. If you're not happy with these, we can of course swap them. If I run them through the board, your sunshine yellow twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. Yellow number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. So here's an 8.5. So the yellows, they are measuring slightly different sizes there. Your black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the TARDIS blue with the purple overtone is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Okay, Cindy, what do you think? What would you like to do? Just going to pop them down a second, excuse me. There we go. Good evening, Talia. I hope you're well. Twinning sunshine yellows, a TARDIS with a purple overtone and a black cherry. What's the smallest pearl we've had? The smallest pearl we've had is a 6, I believe. The largest so far is a 9. I'm quite excited. I know it's a bit sad, but I'm quite excited to get a 9 in our new pearl measurer. I mean, it's the exact same size as it would be with our old one, but just to say, with this measurer, I want to get a 9. Oh, can I gift the yellow one to Bronny and swap the purple and the other yellow for Blairpool and put blue on the bracelet? Okay, so gift yellow number 1. No, yellow number 1 was the smaller one, wasn't it? Because that was the one I measured first. So gift, you're very generous, Cindy. Obviously I said that as a bad thing then. I didn't mean that I meant it as a really like kind, generous, happy thing. Very generous. So gift to Bronny from Cindy B. And then you'd like to have the blue on the bracelet and swap the other 2 for Blairpool for the earrings. That's not a problem, I just can't seem to locate the pot. I know I've got lots of Blairpools. Where's my Blairpools gone? Have I put them both? Oh, I put them both down here. Sorry. Okay. I've gone for larger. Oh, they're just a touch off colour. I was going to say I've gone for larger Blairpools this time. Oh, they're just a touch off as well. That one. There we go. Let's put those next to each other. Have a look at these for me, Cindy. Would you be happy with those 2? I'll pop the order list in the comments, guys, so you can see whereabouts you are. After Cindy, there's currently 4 people on the order list. There we go. Would you be happy with those? That's fine. Perfect. Okie dokie. So let me just pop these in here for you. Cindy, my lovely, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. That's safe on there, and of course I hope you'll be happy with everything yeah, once it arrives. Thank you for the donations of your shells, and I've popped that up there for you. Went into repeating mode then. Okay, so I've just posted the order list there, so hopefully those of you who are waiting can all see whereabouts you are. Up next is Linda Southam. Linda, are you here? This is the curiosity order, isn't it? You're here, donate the shells, new, hoping for an oil slick. And I hope once, obviously you're going to be able to see the charm tomorrow once I show it off on the live and of course post photos of it. So I hope you're going to be happy once you see it. And then of course when you receive it as well. Okay, so let's go down. The new Rainbow Oyster, donating the shells. There's one side and the other side, hoping for an oil slick. Okay, so there's no pearls on that side. And it's not an oil slick, but you are twinning. And there's no more in that one. Twinning with chocolate pearls, Linda. Now I suppose because you haven't seen the item, would you like to either wait until tomorrow and then you can email me your colour choice once you've seen the item, or would you like to pick today anyway and have it as a complete surprise once it arrives? Up to you either way, my lovely. So these chocolates, as you can see, you've got one smaller, slightly brighter one, and then one larger, slightly darker pearl. Now, of course, as you know, if you're not happy with the shades, we can swap them. Star, bless you. I can add you back onto the order list, my lovely. The visually smaller, brighter of the two, Linda, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. The visually larger is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they are measuring the same size, but they do look visually slightly different. Do I have any oil slicks? No, I think there would be a wait for the oil slicks. When you say unusual ones, what sort of shade are you looking for? So I do have my pot of 2 tonals, so it all depends on the shade you're looking for. Let me have a look in my darks pot to see if I do have any sort of 2 tonally dark pearls. That one's black and purple. And that one's black and mottled. Oh, a galaxy one. The galaxies are normally purpley, aren't they? I mean, we've got that one. It's not massively galaxy. And we've got that one, but that one does have an imperfection. Okay, so I've got 4 pearls here. Let me show you these 4. And then if you're not happy with them, let me know and we'll carry on digging around, because I'm sure we'll find something that you would hopefully be happy with. So this is the, let's move that out of the way. This is the black gunmetal with like a mottled overtone. Now I'm hoping maybe against the glove you'll see the mottled overtone. Can you see it's almost like a silvery mottledness. There we go. Oh, why did the light go dark? So you can kind of see the mottled areas. So that's number 1. Number 2 was the very dark with like this purpley section. So it gets lighter mottled, but it goes silvery purple. It goes back to dark and then light and mottled purple. So that's that one. So that is like a purpley colour there. I don't think it's coming across as purple, but that is like a dark purpley colour. You've got this one, which is more of a two-tonal blurple. So you've got darker and lighter areas with the blurple. And then we've got this one, which does have the imperfection on as well. And this one has got the more blurply and pinkle two-tonal. Let me just get it focused again. So pinkle and purple. So the imperfection is just there, if you can see that dark bit in the pinkle area. So back to purple and pinkle. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. Do any of those sort of go to what you're looking for, Linda? Like I said, if not, let me know. I can carry on hunting around. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And if you want me to hold any of them up again, I can of course do so. Number 2 and number 4. So let me just take out 1, 3 and chocolates. Oh, I've still got that pot, and I've still got this pot. And then you'd like number 2 on the jewellery. Okay. Let me bring you back up then. I'm going to call it gunmetal, just so gunmetal on the jewellery, but then you've got your two-tonal purpley pinkle as your loose pearl. Good night, Sue. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, and that's on there for you. Linda, I hope you're happy with that then. Fingers crossed you're going to be happy with the charm. I'm a little bit nervous now because obviously you've gone off of what I've said. I mean, I think it's lovely. Everything I do, I think is, that sounds a bit weird. I don't put something out there unless I like it myself. So I, of course, think that it's lovely myself. But yeah, I hope you like it. Ooh, but thank you for the donations with your shells. And yeah, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. And I've got them actually just... I've got it just there, so I keep looking at it. You're very, very welcome, Linda. Right, up next today is Sherry Hicks. Sherry, are you here? Sherry, hello. Okay, so you've got 2 more oysters here. So you've said to have Nunu rainbow oysters on the order. However, you can sort of mix and match if you wanted to. Or if you're happy to go for 2 more Nunu, that's perfect. Let me know. And then, of course, if you'd like to keep or if you'd like to donate your shells. Keep the shells and I choose. Oh, no. So you get to choose, my lovely. If I go through the oysters for you, then you can make your decision on that. So as you know, the Nunu rainbow oysters are the darker rainbow pearls. So more darker colours. That's the one you had before. Expand the rainbow are lighter rainbow colours. You've then got the normal natural oyster, which is the natural shells, natural colours, sorry, which are the whites, the creams, rose golds. Then we've got mystery, which is sort of a mix of all the colours. So dark rainbow, light rainbow, normal, or mystery. So you've got 2 oysters, so you can mix and match, or you can go for the same one. And again, if you're happy with the mystery, then that's happy with the new, that's absolutely fine. But I do always just like to ask anyway, just in case somebody's changed their mind whilst waiting. One of each, dark and light. Okay. I need to top this bag up as well, actually. But new rainbow oyster. Expand the rainbow oyster, keeping your shells, and they don't have cracks in them so far. So new will open up first and then expand. So let's go down. Is there certain colours you're hoping for with this one, Sherry? So new rainbow oyster to start with. Oh, the back of the shell has got a crack. He has broken there, so I'll try and keep it as intact as I can. But that bit has come away, I'm afraid. There's one side. And the other side, yep. So it must have had a crack that I didn't see. So this top half of the shell then has come apart, but we can still save the bottom half. I won't send you that bit because it's all in pieces and it will probably carry on going. But this half, you've got a darker pearl there. And there's no more in that one. So I can hopefully, as long as this doesn't come apart. No, look, there we go. So this one does have a crack in, but I can send you. So I won't force it, but look, so. Sometimes if it's a hairline fracture almost, the force of the knife as it goes in, it does tend to break it. But we do have one half for you. So you're hoping for a dark and an orangey colour. Now this one is very dark, but he does have this hint, just slight hint of a green to him. So almost black there, but hopefully you can see he's just got a little hint of like a very deep green. So black with the greeny overtone for your first one. It is smaller, that one, isn't it? Moving on to oyster number 2. So let's, fingers crossed, we can keep this one intact. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and you are twinning with apple green twins. And there's no more in that one. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to dry them up and pop them in the sand, but I'll hold them up and show you them to you once I've cleaned the shells off. So you've got a dark green single pearl and then twinning apple greens. Now we can definitely swap one for that swap one for that orange if you would like to, or for any colours. And then if you're happy with these ones, you can keep them. So again, it's completely up to you, my lovely. So have a look at these. That dark one does look smaller next to those greens, doesn't it? We'll pop them through the board in a moment and see what it comes out as. You are twinning. I'm just going to get it focused for you first. Okay, there we go. So dark black with the green overtone and then twinning greens. I'll run them through the board for you. Can you swap? Of course you can. So what you need to do, whatever ones you'd like to swap out, whether it's 1, 2 or all 3, let me know, we can swap them out. And then whatever colours you'd like to swap in, let me know and I'll do my best to try and find a colour that you would like. So the black green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. Oh no, he is a 6. what happened then? No, 6. Okay, so he must have had a bit of sand on him. So he is a 6.5. So he's small, but he's not the smallest we've had. Apple green number 1. It's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. Apple green number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8 as well. So they're measuring the same size there, Sherry. What do you think, and what would you like to do? One for a bright orange, so swap a green for a bright orange. Thank you, Bab. Look at that one there. I mean, that's more of a watermelon, so let me show you an orange as well. I mean, that's very, very similar. Okay, so I've got 3 colours for you to choose from. So sort of going down the colour spectrum here, these two are very, very close in watermelon shades, and then this is the orange at the front. So 1, 2 or 3. Would you like number 1, number 2 or number 3? Can you have number 3? Of course you can. Can you confirm, are you happy with the other colours as well, my lovely? So these 3 are yours. Are you happy with those shades? Happy? Perfect. Okay, let me pop these in here for you. And I'm just going to wrap up your shells as well. Okay, Sherry then. I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. And your shells are up there as well, okay. Perfect. And that brings us to Rebecca Hall up next. Rebecca, are you here? Good evening, Jackie. I hope you're well. And Becky, hello, hello, hello. Let me mark that you are here. Becky, you have got a spring pick. So let's go down and grab the flowers for the flower shuffle. Is there a certain category or butterfly that you're hoping for? Oh, bless you, Sherry. Well, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Okay, so just mixing these up. Okay, so let's do one last mix once I get them all up together. So sort of spread it out a bit, hoping for possibly a bracelet, but we're happy with whatever comes out. I always like to see which one fights for the top. Okay, so you've got a medium. Oh no, okay, so that's not a bracelet, it is a pendant. But let's see, hopefully you'll be happy with what you end up with having. So medium is this one, so that is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Which number would you like to choose from? Still happy? Perfect. Number 4, that's this one here. So we're looking for the green sticker. Becky, you have got the green sticker. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That means you get to choose whether you'd like to have a £10 off code for the website. So if you'd like to order in the future, you'd have a £10 off code you could use. Or you can choose to have an extra oyster opening for tonight. So we'll add it onto your openings at the end. Doing a happy dance. That's my hat. Oh, hang on. Butterfly the white. Hang on. That was the best. But Becky, what do you think? What would you like to do? Dawn, yes, there is still space available to order today if you would like to, my lovely. So it was butterfly number 4. So what? Medium number 4. Hubby said extra oyster because they'll end up costing him more. Oh, bless you, hubby. Of course. So medium butterfly number 4. Let's get this one open. Oh, let me top this up as we go. Now this one here I can see is under our elegant section on the website. That means it's slightly smaller, slightly more elegant when you're wearing it, and it does need to have one pearl on the jewellery. Okay, so again, I apologise, I forgot the name of this one on the website. We've got so many different items on there. So this one has got, once I get it the right way around, the pearl dangles from the very bottom here. So you'll see a hook at the back. Now the pearl isn't just hooked on, that hook will then be closed. Oh, I can't get it to sit right because the hooks, let me sit it on my hand just because the hook is, let me show you sideways first. So the hook is sort of pointing backwards at the moment, making it so the pendant drops forward. So once the pearl is on here, it does bring it down slightly, but it does still have a curvature going down. So it sort of brings the design of the pendant curving down, if that makes sense. Again, that hook will be closed. So your pearl's dangling from the bottom. Let me get it so it sits forward. Now it will sit forward when the pearl's on it, because again, it just brings it down. So this one, again, can be interpreted different ways. Oh, there we go. So some people see it as a shell, as a wave, as a, what are they called? The manta ray. Now, I've had an email about a manta ray with these, and I love the imagery of thinking it's like that. So as you can see, it's got the larger section at the top, it comes down in 2, and it's got the textured detail on it as well. Your pearl then dangles at the bottom. So with this one, the pearl does need to go onto the jewellery. Saw it as a shell. Perfect. So with a shell, would there be a certain colour you're hoping for to go on that one? Now, you do definitely get the surprise oyster. Now, for your bonus oyster opening, you can choose any oyster to have. The surprise oyster is also an option with this one. So you can have 2 of these ones, or you can have 1 of these and 1 of the other ones. So it's up to you. Hoping for an icy blue. So surprise oyster, I'll open him up. What other oyster would you like? So surprise, mystery, Nunu, rainbow, expand the rainbow, and normal, natural. Can we have the shell that pops? Mystery. And you want to be mean and keep that shell as it's your first opening, but donate the surprise. Oh no, that's not mean at all. And yes, of course you can. So mystery oyster is this one. So pop the shell, keep the mystery shell, but donate the surprise shell. Okay, that's fine. But we're going to open the surprise shell first, and then, so I'll donate that one, and then we'll keep, oh, I've got a piece of shell on the desk. Keep the mystery for you. So fingers crossed for an icy blue. Is there another colour as well, or are we going to see what comes out and go from there? With your surprise oyster, my lovely. There's one side. And the other side. It's called the Joy Pendant. Oh, Chan, thank you, my lovely. So on the website, that one's called the Joy Pendant. No idea, we'll see what comes out. Oh, wow. So to start with, you are twinning. And there's no more in that one. Now you're twinning with beautifully bright coral pearls. Now they are slightly different to each other. You do have one brighter and one slightly lighter, but overall it's still very bright. This brighter one visually looks slightly larger as well, doesn't he? Possibly going to be coming out measuring the same size because there's not a lot in it at all. But beautiful bright coral pearls there to start with. Sorry, I was just getting that to focus then. Mystery oyster. Oh, and it did pop for you. That was like a double pop in quick succession there. So in here, and you have a sea green. So there's the mother of pearl. I'll clean that up in just a second. Sea green right at the bottom here. And then let's have a squidge to see. Okay, there's no more in that one. Oh, and the flesh came away beautifully. Good night, Linda. Thank you for joining us today. We're live from around 7:30 tomorrow. Okay, so there's one half and the other half. Let's hold this sea green up so you can have a closer look, Becky. What do you think to these three pearls? If you're happy with all of them, you can keep them. If you're not happy with any of them, we can swap them. I will need to know which one you'd like on the jewellery. Let me run them through the board for you. So if we measure the lighter of the corals first, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. The brighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5 as well. I thought that they would be measuring the same, but they do, like I said, look slightly different. The sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, ooh, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. Okay. So you did say you was possibly hoping for a icy blue. I can swap one of these for the icy blue if you would like to. This is hard because you love them. Oh, however, can I swap the lighter coral for an icy blue and the icy blue on the jewellery? You can indeed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab one of these ones because my icy blues are in here. Now this one is a slightly smaller pearl, about the same size as the green, but he is quite a nice brighter bold icy blue. Are you happy with that kind of shade, or are you looking for a more, not pastel, but a lighter shade? Oh, bless you, Emma. Well, hello, my lovely. Can you look at the lighter one? Of course you can. Lighter one, I've got a slightly larger one. Oh, actually, no, that's slightly got an imperfection. Let me get one which... That one's perfect. That is quite a bit larger. I mean, if you don't mind about the size, I can always get a brighter one. Oh, now we're just piling them up. Oh, that one's got... this one's slightly two-tonal, so this one's brighter, but he's got some dark spots on him. So we'll say 1, 2, and 3. I can keep getting different shades if you'd like to continue seeing different shades as well. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, as it's also like nice on the elegant pendant. Okie dokie. If you preferred the lighter shade though, I can get a smaller pearl in that shade, if that makes sense. So I can, we can go smaller, different shades. But if you're happy with that blue as well, then that's perfect. Just confirm for me, Becky, are you happy with the green and the coral as well? Or would you like to swap one of those? Or both of those? So if I pop your name on your shell for you. And if I write down that we're going to have the icy blue on the jewellery. Icy blue. Happy with that? Oh, bless you. And you're very, very welcome. Okay, let me pop your other pearls away. Thank you for the donation with the surprise oyster. And like I said, the mystery shell is definitely yours. That's wrapped up and will be sent with your order. So that's all safe on there. I hope you'll be happy with everything, sorry, Becky, once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Oh, where did that type? Let me put the updated order list in the comments. We've currently got 3 people on the order list. Again, there is still space available, so if anybody would like to order for tonight, I can add you on. Becky, you're very, very welcome. So up next is Debbie Meredith Dickin. Debbie Dickin, are you here? So we've got Debbie, Star, and then Yvette. Oh, let me just top up that butterfly. Medium. Debbie, hello. I'm just swapping my tea over. Sorry, I've got 2 coasters, but they're quite far apart because I've got a printer in the middle. So it's a delicate job to move the tea closer. So, Debbie, you have got a spring pick. We're all topped up. Let's go down for your flower shuffle. Is there a certain category or a certain sized butterfly that you'll be hoping for? Oh. Oh, bless you, Emma. Yep, still here for minimum of 3 people. Okay, so let's spread these out a bit and sort of just mash them together. And you have got a medium butterfly. That is a pendant. So let's go straight across to the butterflies for your pendant. So with this one, you've got 5 to choose from. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Which one would you like? What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Number 5, right on the end here. So we're looking for a green sticker here, Debbie. It is a purple sticker, so that does mean that we don't have the bonus prize with this one. But let's bring you straight across and go for bag number 5. So medium, number 5 is that one. Oh, it's one of our newer items on the website. So this went on the website in the last new update, which was about a couple of weeks ago actually. So this one does come with 1 oyster opening. You can choose whether to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Now with this one, if you choose to have the pearl on the jewellery, the pearl actually dangles from the bottom of the pendant. I find this one is so cute. So as you can see, you do have a toadstool. Now your toadstool does have little silver spots on him. You've then got zircon crystal up on the top quarter of the pendant, and then you've got a little ladybird. You can see his little legs and his spots on him crawling around the pendant there to come towards the toadstool. So the toadstool pendant. Exactly, Shan. I love our new mystical section on the website. It's got so many different toadstools and magical items in there. I love it. Now, like I say, you can have the pearl on the pendant or off, and if on, it dangles from the bottom here. Okay, so I hope you're happy with that one, Debbie. If I bring you back up to me, it does come with 1 opening, so that's the surprise oyster. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So let's get this open and let's go down. Surprise oyster, Debbie. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and in here you are twinning with sunshine yellow twins. There's no more in that one. Beautifully bright sunshine yellows as well. Now they do look like they're different sizes, and I do think they will definitely, yeah, they're definitely going to be measuring different sizes as well. Excuse me. So the one on this side, as you can see, he is brighter and he is definitely visually larger. This one is still bright. I'd say that this one is a lemon yellow. This one is a sunshine yellow. Okay, so twinning yellows, 1 lemon, 1 sunshine. Now, if you're happy with these to go onto the jewellery, that's perfect. And I'll need to know if you prefer to have the lemon or the sunshine on there. If you're not happy and you would like to swap these, that's fine as well. And of course, you don't have to have pearls on the jewellery if you don't want to, but you can still swap the pearls. So lots of options, Debbie. Your lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Sorry. Not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. The sunshine yellow It's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. Oh, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Slightly snug fit on the 8.5, but he did go through. Okay. What do you think, Debbie? What would you like to do? Again, that pearl would be dangling from the bottom of the pendant there, if you choose to have it on the jewellery. If anyone can see Debbie's comments, please comment on it for me because it will bring it forward. Debbie, if you haven't commented yet, that's fine. If you have and I'm not answering, please comment on your own comment, my lovely, because it will bring it forward for me. Oh, swap them both. Okie dokie. Swap them both. One for corals on lobster fittings, no pearls on the jewellery. That's absolutely fine. Do your corals need to be matching sizes and shades? In fact, these two are very, very similar. Or would you like two completely sort of different spectrums with the corals? So I've grabbed these two to start with. Let me know, would you be happy with those? Yes, Dawn, that's not a problem. I've added you on tonight already, my lovely. Absolutely fine. Dawn, would you... Sorry, Debbie, would you be happy with those two? They're perfect. Okay, so if I write this down, so no pearls on the jewellery, but you'd like to be invoiced for them on lobster fittings. The invoice for the lobster fittings will get sent across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. I hope you're happy with that, Debbie, and with everything once it arrives. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well, and that's safe up there for you. Okay, and up next today is Star Corley. Star, are you here? I'll pop the order list in the comments so you guys can see. Again, if anybody would like to order this, there is still space available for today. Star, hello. And Debbie, you're very, very welcome. Okay, Star, you have got a spring pick. Let me just top that one back up. Okay, so your spring pick, let's go down for your flower shuffle. And start shuffling them for you. Is there other fittings other than a lobster fitting? Yes, there is. So we've got hoop fittings, which are like a slide-on fitting. They can slide on bracelets like a snake bracelet or like a Pandora bracelet, that kind of slide-on fitting. Then there's jump rings and pin caps as well. If you bear with me a moment, I can pop a link in for all the different fittings so you can see photos of them. Okay, so last mix then star. And you have got a large butterfly. So large butterfly is a bracelet. Perfect. So if we go across to the large butterfly one, with this one here, this has got butterflies 1, 2 and 3. Which number butterfly would you like, Star? There you go, Becky. So that link there, you can just see the 4 different fittings that can be available. Would you like 1, 2 or 3? Your grandson says number 3. Okay, fingers crossed for you and your grandson. So first of all, you're looking for a green sticker. Oh, you've got a purple sticker there. So that does mean that there's nothing extra with that one. But we still get to see the bracelet itself. So if I bring you across, and large butterfly number 3. Now we can already see sections of this bracelet. This one is the PWB bracelet, so the Pearls with Brecken bracelet. Now this one comes with 1 oyster opening, and your pearl goes on a hoop fitting, which of course fits on this bracelet. It does mean then you can take it off and pop it back on again and change it around. Now this one has got this round clasp at the top. It can move around, but you can see there's a little indentation there. You just, I don't know if it's harder for me to do with gloves on, but you just pop it open. There we go. Pops open, and then this half of the bracelet pops out. You thread your charms on, so if you've got any charms or pearls on hoop fittings or any other charms with a hoop fitting, you can thread that on there. It then goes back in that little notch, and sorry, because I'm doing it backwards. There you go. So it goes back in the notch and clip it shut. Is it in? Oh no, it wasn't in, sorry. See, clip it shut, and then that's it. Then your charms can go on the bracelet that way. Star, I hope you're happy with that one. So that one comes with 1 oyster opening. You can choose to have no pearls on the jewellery if you wanted to, so you can choose to keep your pearls loose, but if you do choose to have your pearl on there, it does automatically go on a hoop fitting. Oh, excuse me. So like I say, you can take it on and off automatically. So surprise oyster. Oh, I may need to top this bag up as well. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there a certain colour that you guys are hoping for? So surprise oyster, let's go down. There's one side. And the other side. Donate the shells. Okay, so there's your mother of pearl. Star, in your oyster, you're twinning. Twinning with icy blue pearls there. Now these icy blues, they are slightly different to each other. You've got one which is, hang on, let me hold it up closer so you can have a closer look as well. This one here is visually slightly smaller and is lighter. This one is definitely brighter. Let me just reposition how I've got him so I can show you. He's also got a few of the darker spots on him as well. And he's visually slightly larger. So brighter, oh, I don't know if it's going to pick up those spots because it is already a brighter pearl. So he does have, I don't know if you can see them, but he does have a few darker spots on there. Okay, what do you think to these? Now, if you're happy with these, you can let me know which one you'd like to go on the jewellery. So you've got the larger, brighter one, or the slightly lighter, smaller one visually. Or if you're not happy with the colours, we can swap them for you. And then I'll need to know if you'd like to have one on or off the jewellery. Sorry, my throat's down. I'm going to have a sip of tea in a moment. The visually smaller but lighter icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The brighter, slightly larger is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Okay, so they're measuring the same size there, but they do look slightly different. It may be, again, as I've said before, the shade of the pearls can make them look different sizes. So it could be just because of the brighter and the lighter ones, it's making them look slightly different to each other. Yes, of course I can. So just to confirm, you're happy with both of the colours and you'd like an invoice on both of them. No, you'd like a hoop fitting on both of them. The invoice, you'll only get invoiced for one hoop fitting because, of course, one already... Oh, that made me jump. One already... Oh, it made me jump. Sorry. One already comes with the bracelet there. I hit my pot of pearls with the stapler. Let me pop the pot back up there. Dearie me. Okay, so that invoice will get sent across tomorrow for you, Star, and it will go to the email address that we've booked you in on. Okay, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. Thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Don't be out. Oh, it's out of paper. How embarrassing. Sorry, I slurped and it made a funny noise. Right, I'm just out of paper and I'm going to take this moment as well just to top up the oysters if I'm having to move this item out the way anyway to get paper out. So I'm still here, as you can see or hear. It's just I don't like to move around too much whilst on camera. I know it sounds funny because I'm on camera 3 times a week, but I prefer not to. Okay, so that's the paper topped up. Let me just top up my oyster bags while I'm here, and then we'll carry on. Almost done. So I'm obviously away from the comments for a moment. So if anybody has commented, I'll be back momentarily. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me there. And up next today is Yvette Wayne. Yvette, are you here? It's still here, Joe, but it is... I'm sad not to use it as well, but because it's just started to, I don't know if break's the right word, but sort of deteriorate. I can't say it because it's so old. Yvette, hello, hello, hello. So you do have a spring pick, and then you've got an oyster opening as well. So what we'll do is we'll do all the oyster openings at the end. I hope that's okay. No, not a problem, Ellie. So I'll just need you to confirm the second part of the email address when I call you. So just from the @ sign onwards. So for example, hotmail.com, Yahoo. Oh, excuse me. So I just need, sorry, as I talk, varnish it and hang it up. Yes, no, it's going to go in a, I'm putting it in a picture frame so it can then go on the wall. So yeah, as I talk, as the night goes on, my voice does go, so I do apologise. Okay, so last one, Yvette. Ooh. Okay, and you have got a small butterfly. So small butterfly is a pair of earrings. I hope you're happy with that. If I bring you across for the small butterflies, 1 through to 5, which one would you like? Becky, yep, that's not a problem. I'm going to write that down for you now. So what will happen is you'll get an invoice through tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form for the hoop fittings. Okay, perfect. I've got that down for you, Becky. There we go. Can you have number 4, Yvette? Okay, so again, we're going to be looking for the green sticker. Oh, and you've got a purple sticker there. Bless you. So that does mean that there's not an extra prize with that one. But let's go across to the jewellery and see what you have. So it was small bag number 4. So small butterfly number 4. Oh, I love these ones. Okay, so these ones are stud back earrings. They of course come with 2 oyster openings, and the pearls do need to go on the jewellery, Yvette. These ones are a little bit harder to show on the live, like on the camera. So let me... Okay, so I'm just going to try and get it so they can just sit naturally. So as you can see, I've popped the stud bits at the top there. So from the studs at the top, you've then got 4 crystals getting slightly smaller as you go down. You've then got this pearl bail. So as you can see from the top view, it looks like a 5-pointed flower. At each point of the flower is a zircon crystal. And then your pearl, if I hold it this way, your pearl gets set right underneath. So it gets set right against it there. So from the top, you'll be able to, oh, I do apologise. From the top, you'll be able to see your pearl through the flower there. And then it would be sitting right up against it. So then it will come out from underneath. Again, it's quite hard to show you, because these bits, they move. So as I move, as you can see, they dangle around. So they're going to have a little wiggle to them, which I always also love with earrings as well. So, but as I move, they're moving with me. So it's quite hard to show you. On the website, these ones are called the bridal earrings. But I hope you're happy with those, Yvette. If I bring you back up again. So they come with 2 oysters, which are from the surprise bag. You also have another oyster as well. So what type of oyster would you like with that one? Oh, I miss my green scissors. 100% miss my green scissors. And then I moved to these black scissors. And then in the day, I have purple scissors, which at the moment are they're not too sharp for the live, like a holographic. So I enjoy using those in the day. And then these ones stay as my oyster scissors. They get cleaned after every live, but yeah. Surprise oyster. Oh, I'm afraid with the extra oyster opening, you can't pick the surprise oysters. So the surprise oysters at the moment are only for the spring picks, and also if you win a bonus oyster on the spring pick, you then have the option of the surprise oyster there. For any other items, it would be the mystery, Nunu, expand the rainbow, or normal oyster. I hope that's okay. And can you keep your shells? That's absolutely fine. So the more brightly coloured oyster is the expand the rainbow. Again, I apologise for my voice. It's just by the end of the night from talking a lot in the day to then on the live. It doesn't hurt, it just likes to tell me. Right, let's go down. So these two are the surprise oysters. This one here is the expand the rainbow. So you'd like to keep your shells. Again, if they do have a crack in them, I'll do my best to try and save them. But they may fall apart if they've got a crack, but hopefully you'll be okay. Are there certain colours, Yvette, that you're hoping for? There's one side and the other side. And in here, oh, you are twinning. Twinning with two-tonal lilac lavender pearls here. Now I'm just going to dry these up and pop them in the sand so I can clean the shell off, but then I will bring you across to have a closer look at those. Beautiful twins to start with. This oyster is extremely juicy. I'm just going to move that just because it was extremely juicy. Moving on to surprise oyster number 2. Oh no, sorry, let's show you your pearls. So, pearl number 1 is lighter and brighter lilac purple colours there. And then pearl number 2, again, is the same colours but does have slightly different markings. Okay, so twinning, and also the first one may measure slightly different to the second one. But again, it could just be the markings of with the colours to make it look slightly visually different. So we'll measure them at the end and see what happens there. Moving on to oyster number 2, which again is your surprise oyster. There's one side and the other side. In here. Oh, oh wow. Oh, that's such a cool green. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, so again, I'm just going to dry him up, pop him just quickly out the way while I clean this up. But that green is such a cool green. So that's an apple green. Okay, so I'm not going to say anything until I hold it up so you guys can see. Wow. Oh, I love it. Okay, so the apple green is overall, I'm just holding it so you can see, overall a lighter pastel green. But look, he's got like a green a dark bright green splodge on him, which is outlined as well. So if I pop him on my board, actually, you'll be able to see easier. So green, then look at that. He's so unusual. Oh, I love that. Well, I hope you're happy with that. Of course, if you're not happy, if that's not your kind of thing, we can definitely swap him. Excuse me, Yvette. Moving on to your last oyster. So this one is your Expand the Rainbow oyster. There's one side. And the other side. Oh, and you are twinning for a second time. And twinning with bright hot pink here. Pinks here. Now, these two definitely look like they're going to be different sizes. Again, I'm just popping them to the side and I'll clean this up. Okay, so you've got a larger, brighter hot pink and then a slightly lighter, smaller hot pink as well. So altogether you've got a two-tonal apple green, twinning two-tonal lilac lavenders, and then twinning hot pink pearls as well. Yvette, what do you think to all of these, my lovely? If you're happy with these, that's perfect. I'll need to know which ones you'd like on each item of jewellery. And if you're not happy, I can swap them for you. If I run them through the board, if we start with that gorgeous green, I'm very biased, green is my favourite colour. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. Okay, so he is an 8.5. Lilac Purple Twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And Pearl number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. So I was right, they are measuring just slightly different sizes there. Bright Hot Pink, the visually larger of the two, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And his twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. Okay, what do you think, my lovely? What would you like to do? No, there would be a wait on lilacs at the moment. We've had an influx of requests for them recently again. It's like I'd go ages without having any in my swaps. we slowly build them back up again, and then they just go again really quickly. So yeah, if you would like to have lilacs, there would definitely be a wait if you don't mind waiting. If you prefer not to wait, is there a different colour you would like to go for? And have the green on your bracelet. Oh, I love that. That's a brilliant choice. Again, I'm very biased. So would there be a different colour you'd like to possibly swap the pinks for the earrings? Or, of course, if you don't mind waiting, that is definitely an option as well. And then also just confirm if you're happy with those Lavender twins, if you're happy to keep those for your loose pals. Of course, lemon yellow. Okay, what do you think to these two here? So I'll show you them as we go round. So yellow for the earrings, if you're happy with those, and also just confirm if you're happy with the purples there, or of course if you'd like to swap them. So yellow on the earrings. What do you think to those, my lovely? Oh, of course you can. I also have pastel yellow. I'll show you pastel yellow and then I'll find a champagne-y colour. Oh. Okay. Deary me. That was harder than it needed to be. So these are extremely pastel. I do have ones which are slightly brighter than this as well, but these are literally off-white yellows. So very pastel. In fact, they're even closer to that champagne-y colour. So before I have a look for champagnes, what do you think to that one? Because that's sort of a happy medium between champagne and lighter yellow, if that makes sense. Let me have a look as well for you, just because I'm waiting for that one to come through, just in case. So see, it's only just because a lot of these are more whitey, but I'll have a look. Don't have, so the champagne colours are more creamy in colour, like literally just off white cream, as I don't actually have many of the deeper shade in stock at the moment. Let's go for those two. I've just buried one of the yellows now. Okay, so we've got yellows at the top, creamy champagne at the bottom. So you can see, hopefully see the difference there. That the yellows are on this side, so they do have that slight tint to them. Like I said, I can go slightly brighter, but not as bright as the lemon yellows with the yellows. But I think that that's kind of the lightest shade we can go with them. Again, I'm going for the smaller sizes just because you said smaller pearls with them, so I'm trying to find smaller ones for you as well. Go with the yellows. Okie dokie. So yellows on the earrings and the two-tonal purples as your loose pearls. Perfect. I've wrapped up your shells for you, Yvette, as well, so they're going to be getting sent with your order. I hope you'll be happy with everything there. Let me just attach these on here for you. Okie dokie. And that's safe up there. So again, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And up next today is Dawn McLaughlin. Dawn, are you here? No, not a pain at all, Yvette. It's absolutely fine, honestly. I'm the same, I can get indecisive as well, so I completely understand. If you ever feel like you're being rushed, you can choose to email me your colour choice across instead, and that way you can take screenshots and take time to think about it then. I can also send photos of colours, if you may want to see colours, I can send photos through email as well. I'm very happy to do it on the live, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I don't want to ever make anyone feel rushed. So there is that option there as well, if you'd like to take more time. And I'm currently looking for Dawn McLaughlin. Dawn, are you here? My comments are quite slow. So I'm just going to keep refreshing this. That's exactly right, Star. And you guys, you like to see the different colours as well, to see what colours are available and to see what would possibly look best. Because obviously you guys have seen the jewellery. You can then have a little nose to see the pearls as well. And Dawn, hello, hello, hello. Dawn, you have got a spring pick, so it's all topped up there. Let's go down for your flower shuffle. Dawn, is there a certain category or a certain flower, no, a certain butterfly that you're hoping for? Oh, bless you, Jackie. I don't understand. There's nothing to lose temper about, though, is there? For me personally. Obviously, I can't comment for other people. I don't know what's going on. But for me, like the part of my job is to make sure that you guys get the colours you want. So if you guys need to see various colours to do that, then that's what I'm here to do. Happy with what you get, Dawn. Okay, so let's do the last sort of... Oh, that one went everywhere. Okay, and you have got the small butterfly, which is earrings, Dawn. Okay, so earrings for you. Let's bring you across to the butterflies. You get to pick from this one here, small butterfly. So you can pick from number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Which one would you like? So you're looking for the green, or hunting I should say, for a green sticker. Number 2. Okay. So, number 2. Good luck, my lovely. Ta-da! Okay, you have got the green sticker, my lovely. So that means you've got 2 choices to choose from. You can either choose to have a £10 off code for the website, which means if you'd like to order in the future, you'll have a £10 off code that you can use. Now these codes, they don't have an expiry date at all, and you can use them straight away. So you just hold on to them, pop them in a safe place, and if you'd like to order again in the future, you have them there. Or you can choose to have another oyster opening tonight. So you do have the option of having the surprise oyster, or of course any of the other oysters. Extra oyster opening, perfect. Now if I bring you across, let's have a look at your jewellery. So it was small butterfly bag number 2. Small butterfly bag number 2. Okay, let's have a look here. Oh, okay, so this one does have a piece of paper in it, and that's just to tell me, it's just literally the name of the earrings. So these earrings are called the Swing Circle earrings. Now these ones are going to be changeable, and you can sort of mix and match. So let me explain. You can either, let's start at the very start with them, have them as stud pearl earrings. So these little pin posts at the top, this is where your pearl gets set onto. So you just wear them as simple studs. Okay, so first style for the earrings as simple studs. You can then wear them with this swing back. So what that means is at the back of the earring, I'll show you one front way and one sideways. Let's pull that back so we can actually see how it would look. Oh, sorry, I pulled it back too much. Let me try again. Okay, so if we look at this one first, you'd have your pearl here at the top, then swinging around the front, you'd have this round circle disc. So from the front of the ear, you'd have your pearl here and then reflective circle disc here. From the side view, you can see that you've got your stud at the top and it swings round the lobe to then have your circle at the front. Okay, so this is a backing, as you can see here. It would also come with a silicone backing as well, so then you can wear them as just the studs. Now, with this, it also means that if you get any studs in the future, you'll be able to swap and change them around with these swing circle earrings as well. So then you could wear them with different coloured studs or different styles of studs as well. So you can wear them with the studs on their own, the studs with the backing, or you can change the studs around. So that interchangeable jewellery there. Dawn, I hope you're happy with those, my lovely. Sorry, it's a very long description with those, but I like to say all the possibilities. So they come with 2 oyster openings, which is the surprise oyster. You then get the extra oyster opening, so with the extra oyster, which oyster would you like? So you can choose the surprise bag because it's your bonus, or you can have a mystery, which is a mix of all the colours, a expand the rainbow, which is lighter rainbow colours, new rainbow, which is darker rainbow colours, or a normal natural one, which is natural colours. What do you think? Bless you, Cassie. It's very kind of you to say. Thank you. Expand the rainbow and keep your shells. Okie dokie. Oh, sorry, all the bags are down there next to me. So expand the rainbow. Keep the shells. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for, my lovely? So we definitely need 2 pearls for the earrings. And then, of course, any other pearls from your other oyster or bonuses would be your loose pearls. So let's go down. We'll do your 2 surprise oysters first. And this one here is the expand the rainbow. Surprise oyster number 1. There's one side. And the other side. And it's a twinning yellow kind of night. I think that's the 3rd set of yellow twins that we've had so far. Oh, love them. Now, they are, again, visually different, and I do think they will be measuring different sizes here. So I'm just going to pop them in the sand while I clean up your shells, and then we'll have a closer look at them. Okay, so from your surprise oyster number 1, you've got the larger, visually larger yellow on that side there, and this, I've just buried it now, then the slightly smaller one next to him. There we go. So beautiful yellows to start with there, Dawn. Moving on to surprise oyster number 2. There's one side. And the other side. And in here you are quadding. You have got 4 pearls in your surprise oyster. Perfect. So quadding, and beautiful colours as well. They go beautifully with each other. Again, I'm just going to pop them in the sand while I clean up your shells here. Good evening, Julie. I hope you're well. Okay, so if we move these around, you've got a coral, a gold, a sea green, and a chocolate bronze. Have a look at those, Dawn. Oh, sorry, I'm just getting it focused for you. Yeah, one of my children were on strike today. The other one wasn't. They're currently in different schools. So yeah, I had one of them at home and one of them not, which didn't go down well, but that's just life, isn't it? So coral, gold, sea green, and chocolate bronze there. If we move on to your last oyster, so this one here is your bonus oyster, and this is your expand the rainbow. So in here, there's one side, and you've got a runaway there, an escapee, and the other side. And you're twinning. Wow, 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 wow. So 3 oysters, and you've got 2 sets of twins and a quadding oyster. Now these are 2 tonal pink and pinkle pearls. Again, let me just clean up the shells, and then we'll have a closer look at the pearls. Now, Pinkle is a mix between pink and purple, so it's a sort of two-tone colour. In some lights it will look pink, some lights it will look more purple, and especially with some of them, as you go around the pearl, you can see more of one colour. So your pearls, they are two-tonal. So if I show you them both, pearl number 1. Again, I'm just getting these ones to focus. Okay, so mainly pink with this one. There we go, slight flashes of purple with the Pinkle colour, sorry. And then this one here has got more Pinkle on him. So pink, there we go, look at that. So pink into the pinkly purple and then back into pink. So this one's got more of that colour change on him compared to twin number 1. Okay, what do you think to these? So if you're happy with the colours, that's perfect, they're yours. If you're not happy, we can swap them for you. And then I'll need to know what 2 pearls you'd like on your earrings. So you've got lemon yellows, coral gold, sea green and chocolate bronze, and then twinning pink Pinkles. If I run them through the board, visually smaller lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. Lemon yellow number 2, the visually larger of the two, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Sorry, he's a runaway. Not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. So they are measuring different sizes there. Your coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. Gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. Sea green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. Then pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So they are measuring different sizes there. Oh, you can really see that purple coming through with that one there. Now it's changed, haven't you? But Dawn, what do you think? Yes, Yvette, I do. I definitely do. Colour-wise, off the top of my head, rose pink, rosaline, emerald green, mulberry pink, jet black, the dreamy pink one, iridescent light blue. There's lots of colours of crystal pearls I have, yes. They're the ones I can remember off the top of my head. I won't be able to get them out whilst on the live, but you can always pop me an email over and I can send you either images or just the names if you prefer. I think I've got a list of them on the website somewhere. Can you have the pink Pinkle on the earrings? Of course you can. And can you be invoiced for lobster fittings on the others? Of course you can. Let me pop these in here for you. Dawn, I hope you're happy with all of those. So your earrings and your pearls there. I've wrapped up your shells as well. So we're going to have the Pinkle on the earrings, and then you'd like to be invoiced for the other pearls on lobster fittings. Okie dokie, I've got that down for you. So, Dawn, I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. That's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome, Dawn. I'm glad you're happy. Okay, up next today is Ellie Mae Jeffrey. Ellie Mae, are you here? Ellie May, hello. Now, just because it is the different name on Facebook as to the order form, just confirm for me the second part of the email address. So I don't need to know the first half. So blue, 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 and then it's the @ sign. So what's that section after the @ sign? So everything on this side, I don't need to know. Just that side, just so I can confirm it's you, if that makes sense. Dawn, you're very, very welcome, and thank you for joining us tonight, my lovely. That's perfect. Thank you, my lovely. So you've got one oyster opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? So you've got Mystery, which is a mix of all of the colours. New Rainbow, which is darker rainbow colours. Expand the Rainbow, which is lighter rainbow colours. And the Natural Bag, which is more natural colours. Whites, creams, rose golds, natural pinks, that kind of shade. There is a few darker ones in there, but mainly lighter shades. Can you have Mystery? Of course you can. Donate the shells. Now, is there a certain colour that you are hoping for? So let's go down. Your Mystery oyster. Happy with anything but pink. Okay, let's hope we haven't jinxed it. No, I'm joking. Fingers crossed. Oh, nice pop. Fingers crossed for anything but pink. Oh, it's not a pink. I can see a little peeper. There's your mother of pearl. Now let me show you what I can see. That is a coral. Let me just have a squidge. There's no more in that one. Okay, so you have got a coral, my lovely. Now, of course, if you're happy with this pearl, we can pop him on your jewellery. If you would, however, prefer to swap him for a colour of your choice, that's absolutely fine as well. And I'll just need to know the colour you would like. So, coral pearl here. What do you think, Ellie May? What would you like to do? I'm going to run him through the board for you. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Oh, he is a 6.5. That's perfect. You're happy with that colour? Oh, perfect. I'm glad you're happy with him then. Let me bring you up as well. So I'll pop that in on your order form, I should say. Okay, well, thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells, my lovely. And yeah, I hope that you'll be happy as well with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. And up next is Yvette Wayne. Yvette, are you here? Sorry, do you know when you have one of those really deep breaths and you didn't mean it to happen? It just keeps going. You're like, oh, I didn't breathe out yet. Please say I'm not the only one. But yeah, that just happened. You're very, very welcome, my lovely. Oh no. Excuse me. Okay, so looking for Yvette Wayne. Yvette, are you here? So you were definitely here earlier. You do that a lot, Nene. Oh, I'm glad it's not just me. It's just randomly on a normal breathing cycle, and then all of a sudden, instead of breathing out, you just do a double intake without stopping. Just a continuous intake. Yvette, hello, 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 hello. Okay, so you've got a spring pick again. Oh, let me just top this up. Okay, so if we go down for your flower shuffle. Oh, possibly Sarah, actually, yeah. Could be to do with yawning. So I'm just mixing them up here for you, my lovely. Is there a certain category or butterfly that you're hoping for with this one? Okay, so let's sort of shuffle them. Oh, don't drop them. Shuffle them out. Okay, so you have got a large butterfly, which means you've got a bracelet. Okay, perfect. So with your bracelet, you get to pick between 3 butterflies here. So this is the large butterfly box. You've got number 1, number 2, or number 3. What do you think? You're yet to get a bracelet. Boop, boop, boop. You've now got a bracelet. Well done, my lovely. So you've, yeah, perfect. Would you like butterfly number 1, butterfly number 2, or butterfly number 3? Number 3. Okay, so that's this one here. And we're looking for the green sticker. Good luck, my lovely. And it is a purple sticker there. Okay, so that does mean we don't have the bonus with this one. But you've got a bracelet, so I do hope you're happy with that. Let's go across for number 3. 1, 2, and 3. Large butterfly number 3. Oh, I just popped this back up. Let me just top it back up again. Okay, now this one comes with 1 oyster opening where you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. It is the elephant bracelet. Now this one has got a simple trace-like chain as a bracelet base. It does have the lobster fittings on the catches. It can have an extension chain added if needed, but I believe it is 7.5 inches long. Now it does have this silhouette outline of a elephant here. Now you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. If you choose to have it on the jewellery, you can also have it hanging from the trunk, so he's carrying the pearl around, or you can have it hanging from the tail, so he's pulling it along with him. So you can have it on either side there, so you just need to let me know which one you would prefer. Or of course you can keep the pearl off and just have the bracelet as he is. So I hope you're happy with that one, Yvette. Needs a dove grey. Dove grey, I can see where you're going with that, Shan. Dove grey would look lovely. But Yvette, that comes with 1 oyster opening, so surprise oyster. And then you can choose, like I say, to have a pearl on or off the jewellery. Oh, he's gorgeous. You're very welcome. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate this shell? And is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So let's go down. Oh, let me mark off that you are here again. Okay. Your surprise oyster. There's one side. And the other side. And oh, in here, I'm just going to move this shell away because we had a backwards runaway. I saw that sneaky one come out backwards as I opened him. And then let me have a squidge. There's no more in that one. Okay, so you've got a two-tonal pink pearl as your pearl here. Now you'd like to keep these shells as well, which you're making a wind chime. I think you've said before actually. I love, excuse me, I love the sound of that. I love it. Again, when you're finished, if you would like to share, please feel free to do so in our Pearls with Brecken group. Now let's show you this pink pearl. What do you think to this one? Now again, you can have the pearl on or off the bracelet. If on, you can have it hanging from the trunk or the tail of the elephant. And if you're not happy with this colour, we can swap him for you. So lots of choices for you, Yvette. So this pink, as you can see, it does go slightly brighter and he gets slightly lighter as you go around there. If I run him through the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. I've just got the Pink Elephant song going through my head. You know in Dumbo, when Dumbo's drank the circus people's drink and then he sees pink elephants everywhere and then that song comes through. Pink elephants, that one. Oh, sorry. Hopefully you know what I'm on about. The cartoon Dumbo film, not the live action one that they did. So I've just wrapped up the shells for you. Keep the pink on the bracelet. Your message to about where on the elephant, as I'm not too sure yet, and also about crystal pearls as well. Okie dokie, well that's perfect. When you email, please include the 5-digit order number that's linked obviously with this order, just so I can link them together. And let me make a note for you. Will email pearl placement. So you're happy with the pink on the bracelet. So I'll go ahead and start obviously drilling and setting the pearl. But then when the placement comes, that's fine. You'll pop me an email across. Okay, Yvette, I hope you're happy with that then. I've wrapped up your shells as well. That's safe up there for you. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I think that's the end of the order list today. I'm just refreshing here. Yvette, you're very, very welcome. Now we are going to be live again tomorrow evening, and that's for our monthly charm deal. So that basically is a surprise charm. Everybody gets the same charm, and it's currently at a discounted price. You come on tomorrow, you have your oyster opening. You then choose what colour pearl you're going to have. You can change the pearl colours. But the surprise is that you don't know what charm it's going to be until it arrives. You then have to keep that charm a secret, so you don't share the photos on Facebook or anything until the next following month, until they are revealed. Okay, so we're live tomorrow for those openings only. So I hope you'll have a brilliant rest of your evening today, and I'll see you tomorrow from around 7:30 p.m. Take care. Bye.